Never let them tell you what your worth is. Respect gotta be earned, it can never be purchased. I done made 10 million spitting verses and still ain't losing sight of my purpose. Still shedding light beneath the surface. Constant elevation, giving them revelations. They don't teach in them churches. First things first is I charge for the service. Gotta keep a steady dollar just to pacify the splurges. Satisfy the urges. Tell you my fee, it probably make you niggas nervous. 7-figure purchase. Went from building blocks to building a block. Now I'm talking with my pops about some billions to cop. Nigga, I had to stick in the plot. Hit the pocket up and straight fill it with knots. I went to Greg Unit for the watch, but not the one with the rocks. Cause it ain't about what you paid, it's about what you got, nigga. Yeah, I got a lot up on my mind. Not enough time, said I've been up on my grind. Make them bitches fall in line. When you say my name, don't forget the dollar sign. Bitch, you know I got it, know I got it. Money on my mind, so you know I'm always grinding. Yeah. All my honeys dimes, I might put her in some diamonds. When your stars align, everything is perfect timing. Said everything is perfect timing. That's why niggas steady shining.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bobo Bash playoffs. Here, we're in the semifinals for our big hitting matchup. I would say of these two series that are coming on tonight, it is going to be Mask Wildcards versus the Ice Fishers. Both of these teams have seen each other many times before in the past, but we're here now for their first matchup in this tournament. I'm Rhodes, joined with Fossey for now, and hey, this is going to be quite the wild one, if you could say so yourself. It is a 5-0 team versus a 4-1 team.
Oh man, I'm just excited to see what the side of Ice Fishers can do. I'm really excited to watch them play since people are calling them the frauds of this playoffs. So I want to see if they can win against, I'd say, one of the better teams in this league, MVSK.
Yeah, for sure. And I think definitely their last series they had was a bit shaky when they did verse Paradox of the Roseau variety. And Mio really kind of put that team over the line. So hopefully we see a bit of a cleaner Ice Fishers today for sure. And we're going to be getting similar lineups for either way for both of them. So I'm very excited to see what both teams can do. And Mask aren't going to need to use any subs either because of them having a bye in that first round. So that is also pretty nice. We're gonna get these final locks coming in here. It's gonna be double controller for both teams. Only a slight change for both. It's gonna be a silver for one and the fade for the other.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to watch Super on the Viper. I don't see him a lot on the Viper, and when I did, he missed his orb. So let's see what
That's crazy already.
Super Kid Super Kid do.
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be quite an interesting matchup, especially for the controllers in general, because they're just so, especially on Corrode, where it is just such a long map. These controllers are just so impactful and are so important. So I'm intrigued to see who can have the better game between Super and Baby Daniel and Mio and Aberrated. I mean, I would probably give it the edge, definitely, to Mio and Aberrated, but you never know what can happen as we're going to be starting our first disc round here. 3 players towards the A site starting off for Ice Fishers and 2 starting off towards B.
Oh man, I'm excited to see what MVSK can do here. It looks like they're doing a default.
Yeah, and the first kill will have to work Captain. The trade, though, will not come through. Vinyl's able to find another one, and already Mask are down by 2 players. That will just complete them being able to go over towards the B site. Super is all alone and is going to need a mountain of help if they're going to win this one. Gets paranoid as well. Jacktron will pick up that easy kill. Very nice paranoid from Mio. And now in a 5 versus 2, Amaterasu and Baby Daniel, they need quite a bit of help and quite a bit of luck.
Yeah, I think if you're super there, you just need to play off site, to be honest. I mean, you know that your team has to play retake there because you got 2 rotates. I think you just play off.
And they're just getting spammed down. Amaterasu will be able to find one on the Aberrate. Might be able to find Captain as well, but again, it is just such a tall hill to climb on. They don't have enough time to really do this. We'll see what this Vice can find, but it's just going to be falling to their doom. Jacktron with a triple to start us off here is exactly what they needed, because they'll be closer to that Steel Garden, and Ice Fishers win the first round of semifinals, the first round of semifinals history here for Boba Bash, and it's their map pick.
Yeah, that was a good round on Ice Fishers. I like what they did there, fight today, and they had poking prod in there, see what's up. So that was a pretty good round from them.
Yeah, and we're going to get a spicy one coming into this 5 classics here for Mask, but they're pushing the right side of where Ice Fishers are. This might be a bit of a bloodbath depending on how everyone plays it, but it does look like surprisingly Mask. They're just going to give up the space and play on site. We'll see if Ice Fishers do want to rotate off knowing all this information.
Yeah, no, they're just sitting outside. They're kind of just waiting to see if one of them gets too aggressive.
Not ready yet.
Find out soon. Jacktron just gonna shoot a bit of pot shots into the site. No real direction in general, as slowly they look to potentially go up through mid. You see the pings coming in. They're gonna have a bit of contact here for Volcarona. I'm very intrigued to see if this is going to be committed to, and if this classic potentially can find some crazy good pick, or sorry, no, not the shorty. If the shorty can find at least one pick here, as Vinyls will push it. Will survive. Shorty not doing enough damage, and now we'll see how the rotate does come through. Super is going to be spotted, but Jacktron able to find Lilac late on that B site as well. It's going to be a 3 versus 5 now, and this is looking practically unwinnable, but we'll see if Jacktron does fall. He will. Baby Daniel gets the first kill. Mio with some whiffs of their own makes this incredibly interesting. Captain guarding this rifle, though, will not let them get this Bulldog for free. Will be able to find a pick. Great play there from Captain, and that should ideally secure it. Aberrated going to be jumping. This is a very expensive round here. Vinyls will be able to find another, and it's all up to Super, but either way, what an amazing expensive round here for Mask, and they'll take that all steps of the way. As Super, why not find a bit more damage? Maybe find some sort of clutch. Won't be able to do that, but again, a very, very nice round here for Mask.
Interesting round on the side of MVSK. I mean, they got a lot of damage. They should be really happy about that round, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure, and I just wonder if they can now capitalize on that damage being done, because, I mean, hey, you can find all the damage you want, but if you can't find this round, if you somehow do a bit of throwage to start us off here, it could really blow up in your face. The bonus you do not want to give up whatsoever, as we'll see Mask pick up this Odin. I assume we're going to see a lot of Odins on this map in particular, and Volcarona will start off with it for now, as we're going to see a bit of a mid push here once again. Big by Paranoia will get pushed and finds the kill on the Vinyls. That's exactly how Mask need to start this round.
Yeah, I think a bit too aggressive there. I mean, Omen Blind isn't that good, so it's a bit...
Spike down A.
Baby Daniel. Baby Daniel also able to find that kill through the smoke, I believe, and Lilac even finds one through mid. It's now a 2 versus 5. Captain and Allier are in a very unlikely scenario to do anything here, so Mask, they're really able to put that aggressiveness, put that advantage that they got in the last round on IF, and this is so far tracking to be a great round for them, and something that they can potentially stack into future.
Yeah, I mean, we know that the Odin is obviously very, very helpful on the side of MVSK. I mean, we've seen it here. It does a lot of damage, to be honest, and it's very hard to try and get.
30 seconds left.
I think it's going to be way, way more harder on Ice Fishers. The
Yeah, especially with all these annoying walls as well. It just makes things so difficult. But they're still going to look for the site. 15 seconds left. I mean, all they can really find at this point is going to be damage. But Volcarona will be able to find another. Is going to get potentially pushed even further. But the flank will come. It is a flawless round here for Mask. Something that they needed, something they deserve. And this is where things get extra spicy. Both teams are going to have full weaponry coming into this next round. And this is where things get interesting.
Yeah, no, honestly, I didn't think that was a bad push from Ice Fishers or a bad plan at all. I liked what they did when they stopped and they were just sitting in elbow, but the worst part about it was that they did nothing off of that, and they did it a little too late, so it looks like they're going to do a 4 or 3-man B poke.
Yeah, they used that. I like how they used the snake bite there, but then they just, even though they got the Odin out of the way, they still just kind of just sat and stayed still. As Super does spot the gun, won't actually spam through, so Finals will stay alive for now. And this B site for the second is going to be given up, but it will not be fully given without a fight overall. Mask still playing their defensive positions as Ice Fishers are really making Mask question where this team might be attacking from.
Yeah, no, it looks like that they're going back towards the mid after doing a little B poke and insert. Actually, they left the Vice there. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Maybe a B split.
Sitting right beside stairs right now. Distance to attack from, but with that beautiful utility from the fade, let's Vinyls find that pick. Looking for more Vinyls. Going nuclear right now in this round, looking for potentially another one. Will be able to find it. Super falls. That's a clean shot. It makes this round so much harder now for Mask. It's a 2 versus 5, but never say never. Baby Daniel and Amaterasu now in an opportunity to try and find something, but it all starts with what Aberrate happened here. Doesn't fall asleep at the wheel this time. A very clean shot. Might be able to find a third as well. It's a back-to-back flawless, but either way, a 4K for this Neon.
That was a great sliding shot on the Super. I mean, good night, Super. Super now 0-3. He's not showing up like I thought he would. I'm hoping to see more out of him.
Yeah, and the Finals last time around had quite a slow start when we watched them in their last series, but this time, starting off with the 4K is an absolute great thing to really happen. Gives your momentum up, gets you that confidence that you need, and has that overdrive now available, being 7-1. So I'm intrigued to see what Finals can do the rest of this map. As once again, there is going to be a buy here for Ice Fishers, or sorry, for Mask, but it is definitely weaker than their last one.
I think that Vice wall, you can walk past it. You don't need to go through it like this.
Bad.
Wow, that's a horrible placed Vice wall, I'm gonna be honest, but it still gets triggered as the other team doesn't know, and it looks like they're just gonna leave the insert again.
You just don't know the strats, you know. You're not I don't see you in playoffs.
Oh man.
But yeah, that is it's definitely a very questionable one. Definitely want that a bit more back, but hey, you never know if that was meaningful at all. But hey, this is where things get interesting here. Vinyl's pushing forward once again, does have that Neon stun, won't find anything with it. Baby Daniel now with the Guardian will fall. Another first blood for Vinyls, as they're looking for more as Mio able to find Lilac on site. Steel Garden will be used. The Sova will no longer have their weapon, but will hide in the smoke for now. Vinyls with an inkling someone's in it, will be able to find some shots. No kill until the smoke goes down. Makes it a 4 versus 2 as Amaterasu able to get their 4th in the game, but this round is looking for worse for wear. But as well, there's a lot of 1v1s being taken. This can be winnable with how Ice Fishers are currently set up. The question is, what will Mask decide to do? And right now, they're backing up.
Yeah, I think they're looking to save here, to be honest. Yeah, they're just gonna save. They're gonna look for the exits. And it looks like they're not going to get any because nobody's running towards them. Great round from Ice Fishers. Love to see it.
Once again, Finals able to get away with that mid hit. Like I keep saying, against Paradox. Oh no, they lost their rifle. That is mass. Ooh, okay. Anyway, back to my point. Vinos and Jacktron, they're using the overdrive with the Steel Garden combo. Just doesn't let them really, it doesn't let the defense really be able to do anything. Both Corona stuck in that smoke until death. I mean, just a perfect combo to really fight off of. They find Baby Daniel so far early, so there's no Omen utility. It's exactly how you want to play that round, and Vinos yet to be picked off, and is just really running the show right now.
Yeah, no, Vinyl is going crazy with First Bloods here. I mean, we need somebody to stop him. And you're looking at Super, honestly, who has the stall util to do that, but... Yeah, it's not looking too good.
Early smoke comes out from Baby Daniel, is going to delay this mid pressure, which, if we look around the map right now, there's absolutely none this time for Mask. It is completely free for Ice Fishers, so if they don't smoke that off again, we know exactly what Ice Fishers are going to do. As I believe as well, the Vice Wall is going to be put at a link to actually block off if they try and go to that area. So at least for now, Vinyls will be stifled, but this might be a B hit, so all their kind of plans for this round is not looking to come into fruition. Amaterasu and Super, the only rifle remaining, will be pulled on the B site. Nightfall does commit, will be run down. The stun here from Vinyl should be able to find the kill. Yes, they will. It's all to Super now in this Kobe position. Will be able to find one, but gets traded right back by Jacktron. And now Aberrated in this slow position here. Should be able to find Volcarona. No way you're paying attention to this. Will actually look for the fight anyway, but finds the double. Lilac falls as well, and it's all up to Baby Daniel. Can you find a 1v4 lifetime clutch, or are you going down 5-1? Either way, a great round again for my business.
I mean, MVSK just had the wrong read there. They thought they were going to ace it. That's why the wall is link. I mean, just bad read on the side of MVSK. And Aberrated with a nice shooter ender right there. I mean, that was beautiful. Cut off that frame.
Yeah, I really thought Volcarona had it for a moment, but I think maybe if he wasn't so close to that wall, it would have got a bit differently. It would have caught Aberrated slightly less off guard, but either way, I mean, clean shots. Vinyl's also able to find the first blood again. Very clean here for them, but this is a gun round that Mask cannot lose. They have a Steel Garden available, no ultimates in the hands of Ice Fishers, so if they lose this one, things are going to get a bit freaky for them. They have that Odin backup for Volcarona. They can try and hold this mid-pressure, but will they be able to do it? Will they be able to hold off Vinyls? It doesn't seem like it for now. Vinyl's going to push forward. The Paranoia does hit, but stays alive, gets the stun on the Baby Daniel, and once again, they have so much pressure in a link, and it really hurts them.
So MVSK is pushing out of B main. We're going to see the Neon lurk here.
Vinyls, though, will get picked off by Baby Daniel. Aberrated finds the trade. The Omen is gone again. As the slow flank comes out here from Lilac. Unfortunately, it's a bad timing. Amaterasu, though, will be able to find one. Surely gets traded here by Aberrated in a few moments, but it doesn't feel like Aberrated knows. Will be able to find the pick anyway. And as this flank as well still comes from Lilac, this is where things get interesting. I don't exactly know. There's a player here. It's Aberrated will get killed by that dart. Absolutely beautiful. Jackpot actually going to check on the flank. Will be able to find Lilac in a 2 versus 2 now. They have 40 seconds. They're not committing, and they're going to rotate to B. But, I mean, Mask is going to meet them here. It is going to be quite an interesting one, but IF are faster.
Yeah, I mean, oh my goodness, the flank. It just needs to come in faster from Lilac. If you wanted to get that timing, you just need to go faster when your team is pressured.
Jacktron going for it all here. Here's these players coming in. Won't be able to find the pick. And now it's all up to Mio. The dart will hit. And Super finds the round. Mask win a critical one. And they bring this to 5-2. The comeback starts now.
I mean, MVSK just needed that. And should we say that Volcarona and Super brought that round back to life and brought back all of MVSK's hopes and dreams back. I mean, they needed that round for momentum.
Oh, it was desperate that they needed that right there. And I think Baby Daniel finding Vinyls on the original 1v1. Of course, they get traded right back afterwards, but that was such a critical pick. Getting the biggest momentum player for Ice Fishers down early in the round, and that just ultimately gives your team a chance later on. And eventually, the team came in clutch. And now, ultimate-wise, we're about to get 5 online for Mask. They can build this. Just use your ult economy perfectly, and everything will go fine. We'll actually buy a Vandal, no armor coming into this, which I find a bit interesting. But we'll see what Mass do. Is Vinyls once again pushing forward. Lilac will be able to find Vinyls. Jacktron does get the trade once more as the Hunter's Fury will not be able to find any value. As Ice Fishers, they're slowed up, and they're not going to be attacking the site just yet.
I think that Hunter's Fury was a little too early on the exec, but you know, either way, I'd rather use an ult and win the round than not use an ult and lose the round.
Super playing all or nothing right now, pushing up so far. Gets timing by Jacktron, continues to be the rock of this team. Now Volcarona has to play clutch here, has a flank he doesn't know about with Mio. The Viper's pick gonna come in. This could be your time. Will get hit by that Prowler, and it should be over for you. It's a 2 versus 4 now. Baby Daniel and Amaterasu, they have that Steel Garden available in this round, but is it gonna be enough? Can they find what they're looking for? Because this is just so difficult. The Viper's Pit is up. This might be another save potentially from them because it is just looking so unlikely, but so far they're still pushing. They're still looking. They'll use that. The Haunt will hit nothing there for Captain as they slowly look to push forward. Baby Daniel, the time is running out. Jacktron again has a triple in this round, and now they're forced to save, but Jacktron denies anything about it. Looking so cleanly so far. It's a 4K for them.
Super, what the hell are you doing? It's a 4v4. Why are we pushed up all the way main trying to take a 1? You single-handedly threw that round, and you gave Ice Fishers the momentum back. I mean, that was just bad. We need to talk about that. We need timeout right now on the side of MVSK.
And Jacktron right now keeps trading these kills after Vinyls dies. It doesn't matter because Jacktron's always there to clean up that kill, and that has also been such a difference maker for how they were able to find that round. So we'll see if that does continue to happen, as finally they're actually not putting any A pressure in A link. Vinyls will go up alone though, but either way, they're looking a bit fine. We'll spot Amaterasu, will push them off this angle, and once again, this A site is essentially for free.
Yeah, no, I like the way Vinyls pushes people off the lines and puts so much pressure on people. It's very aggressive. Oh!
Lilac finds Aberrated. We'll be able to find one. Will it be enough though? Amaterasu finds another. Amaterasu with a double in this round. The overdrive from Lilac. Everything crumbling around Ice Fishers, leaving Captain now in 1 versus 3. What just happened? Super will find some damage down. Captain finds the trade and makes things slightly more interesting. Both Vandals now will be picked up here for Mask, but it's a 1v2 that is definitely playable. 40 seconds remaining. What will Captain decide to do in this one? Can you find a clutch for your team? Can you stop any momentum that Mask potentially wants? The Haunt will come down. We'll spot out Lilac. Won't be able to find the kill just yet. Knows exactly where Super is as well. Will you be able to barely just can't find the points on people? Lilac will be able to find the kill. It's a thrifty triple for Lilac, and Amaterasu finds a double of their own as well.
Yeah, no, Ice Fishers, they tried to take an aggressive push there, but they stopped, and I don't know why they stopped. If they had just kept going, they would have put enough pressure, and they would have been able to take the site. They just gave it to MVSK there at that point.
A round that Ice Fishers might regret later on in this game, but we'll see if that ultimately does happen, as the ultimate's starting to come up back with them. They have that economy advantage, so they can just rebuy into this one. So some intriguing things that can happen coming into this one. The main thing, 2 Steel Gardens available for either team. How will that very useful ultimate tend to be used as Mass this time? They're getting some mid pressure of their own. They have fully went up there with 2 of their members. We'll see how that ultimately does go, as Jacktron slowly moving themselves towards B, but Mask, they have all the cards in their hands with this mid hit.
Oh man, yeah, no, 3 people towards mid. I mean, it looks like another wrong read, to be honest, but oh yeah, no, it's definitely not the read.
We will see. There's still an Omen walking over. There's Amaterasu, follows the Vinyls and makes this so difficult now. Of course, with the smoke, Mio could potentially rotate
Uh-oh.
over if they really wanted, but no, Mask, they're re-going. They hear this happening as well. They could potentially find all the damage in the world. Of course, Mio does have that from the shadows. Lilac will spot themselves. Baby Daniel finds a double, and now it's suddenly a 3 versus 4. How will they be able to play this round now? Since it's so difficult for them. Corona won't be able to find a kill in the Mio just yet, as now they get paranoid and slowed down at trying to re-hit the site, but with that player advantage, they just don't know about Super. They don't know about where these players could potentially hurt them from the Steel Garden. To make things extremely interesting go, as Super won't be able to find anything on the flank. Mio able to find Corona through the wall, and suddenly, once again, Mask are the ones in the player deficit. It's Baby Daniel and Lilac will be able to find one, making it a 2 versus 2. But can you find these players in these clutch positions? Knows where the fade is, but knows that the fade probably is not with the rest of the team. Won't be able to find a kill. The time running out. Baby Daniel finds a 3rd on the round. The time is out. This round is going to Ice Fishers.
Wow. That was actually so hype. Ice Fishers played that so well at the end, even though they were giving up their numbers. That was a good ult by Jacktron. Stall out the time.
What an interesting round to say the least. I mean, Mask had that in their hands, it kind of felt like, but once again, Ice Fishers are so good at clawing themselves out from a losable round, and they're just able to do what they need to do. Baby Daniel did all they can to really win that for them, just needed a bit of help in that, but just could not find it down. Now that we've had the 7-3 round 10, or 11 here, I mean, a lot of shotguns. There's 3 shotguns in the hands of Mask players. That's going to be interesting to look at.
Yeah, let's see. It looks like they're trying to play anti-aggressive against this Vinyl's push. And maybe hold it down. There's 4 people towards this mid, and it's a 1v3. Good luck, Lilac.
They're set up a bit better for what Ice Fishers want to do this time, but it is still very questionable on how they're ultimately going to play, especially with all the utility Ice Fishers have to really drown Lilac from even being in this position in the first place, because we've seen this so many times. You get paranoid, you get stunned, like how are you going to be able to move? You're going to be forced to run back through a link. But we'll see how it all goes. Has the wall ultimately looks like that was the plan the whole time, but
that mid is completely open.
Yeah, we'll see here. Lilac versus Aberrate. Aberrate, are you paying attention? We'll be able to find it. Just guessed it correctly in Mask. That is one of their only rifles in this round. This is going to look extremely sketchy, as this it looks like the Buckies have to really hold on in this Viper's Pit.
Yeah, I mean, they just left Lilac on an island over there. Somebody needs to help.
Paranoia will hit, but Corona doesn't care because you have a Bucky, so that's going to slow this hit down for a bit, but Jacktron on this flank is really going to open things up. Should be able to find the Sova pretty easy, 9. And we'll be able to find the first. Will you be able to find the next one? As the rotate's actually going towards A. Do they have time for this? This is going to be extremely sketchy here. Super will fall. The time is running out. This round's over. What are they doing? What are they doing?
They just completely fanatic this round. What is going on?
Last round before the switch.
They had Jacktron on the flank. All they need to do is trust that he'd get that Viper at least, or at least one, and they could have planted backside and flipped the map completely. I don't know why they chose to rotate in that situation.
I would say around the Ice Fishers want back, and that's been the problem. They have had a lot of sketchy rounds so far in the playoffs, and that is one of them right there where you just left scratching your head being like, what are we doing? And yeah, perfect flank there. Was able to find both the picks. They could have just pushed through anyway, but they were just too scared of where Mask could be. Potentially thought there was more players inside of that Viper's Pit. Either way, it's a round they want back once again. And we'll see how this next one looks to go. Of course, now Mask can rebuy into this. They now have some guns to use. 2 Odins available. Lionel's pushing in, and will get instant kill by Amaterasu. The overdrive gets popped as well. And once again, Ice Fishers, they might be on the back foot here. But Aberrated in a very good spot here. Spots Baby Daniel a bit, I believe. So they know that there are some players spooking about.
Oh my gosh, and it looks like he's gonna walk up and right into that Odin. Oh. As Jacktron is towards B still.
The 3 versus 5 now. Lilac, your main job here is to just stay alive. There's no point of dying. And also very sketchy either way. Jacktron will be able to find one, trying to clean up the aim as well. Trying to select up this round potentially for Ice Super now stuck. Won't get hit by that Prowler with a nice shot. Lilac will be able to find one of their own. A nice paranoia on this flank will make things more interesting as Lilac trying to clutch out this round. Jacktron needs to ace the winner, won't be able to do it. This doesn't, but either way, Baby Daniel 12-9-2 now, top frag in their team. Finishes it off, and in a half that definitely could have been 9-3. Turns out 7-5.
Yeah, honestly, not a bad recovery from the side of MVSK, and it looks like we will be getting a tech pause here.
Yeah, first one of the series, hopefully. There are not too many either way. I mean, overall, yes, it's still a good half for Ice Fishers. It really kind of felt like the Vinyls and Jacktron show, but overall, again, you would really want to have a few of those rounds back. You would really like to be in that 9-3 position because now that's 7-5. I mean, Mask can just win the pistol round and win that anti-eco, and this game would be tied.
Yeah, it could have easily have been a 9-3 half, but Ice Fishers honestly threw some rounds, and that's what gave MVSK the kind of a momentum to get back into this game. And I bet you that their mentals are all up right now at a 5-7 half.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm very intrigued to see what does end up happening, but we're just going to go to a quick BRB screen as we await this P10 to be over. We'll be back in just a few moments, hopefully. All right, thank God that was fast. We're getting right back into this. It is the second half here for the pistol round, 7-5, favoring Ice Fishers as they're going on defense now. Mask will be on attack. 5 players of their team is looking to go towards the A site. What happens here will be the big question. Aberrated and Vinyls, the only one near. What can this defense do to keep the momentum in Ice Fishers' favor as slowly Mask are looking to try to take this A site? Aberrated has to be clean. He doesn't have the most health. Will spot out one. Will get pushed by Volcarona. Nice first shot. The snake bite. Won't be able to find enough of Vinyls. Able to find a trade. Will make things slightly more interesting though, as this A site is completely free now.
Yeah, no, they just ran in there and took Aberrated's butt. I mean, he just took the back up there when he heard at least 3. And now it looks like it's going to be a 4v5 retake with Jacktron being low.
See how who can have that pistol. We'll see who can have the pistol aim though here. They're going to be looking to push. Baby Daniel and Super will be able to find the picks. And this should be the round ideally. But Ice Fishers are fighting right back once again. The Omen can't find the shots. Vinyls with a forte. The paranoia slide. Will find a pick. 17-7-1. Vinyls on this Neon is going crazy.
Yeah, no, Vinyls is looking like me right now. Like me on my my mid days, of course, you know. And I don't know, like just MVSK, they need to get the trade. They need to start playing together. They look like they don't play together at all. If I'm being honest right now, like it's pretty sad. I'm hoping to see them warm up. And of course, like I said in the beginning, we need to see Super show up as he's one of the best shooters on the team.
Yeah, Super still 3-9 right now. Not the best position, bottom frag in the lobby, but anything can really happen when the next half does go down. But this time, it is going to be Ice Fishers having that weapon advantage. 5 classics in the hands here of Mask. They're looking to go right back towards this A site. I will say the Spectre, not my favorite thing to have in this type of position for Aberrate. It's quite hard to use when you're not that close up. The right foot won't be able to just get for Lilac. Vinyls finds another one on the round. And I mean, Vinyls again has been very good at just finding these picks, and it's a 3 versus 5.
Oh my.
Make it 2 versus 5. For an ace here, will we see Vinyls to push forward? Will be the question. I would not be surprised in general. Captain, though, will deny anything about it. Super left alone in the smoke. And for Captain, finds the pick. It is a flawless round overall.
Yeah, no, it just looks like Super's having an unlucky game, to be honest. Super must be down in the dumps, but it's alright because you guys have next match, surely. I'm sorry, but Ice Fishers is taking this with the Vinyls going 20-7 on the Neon. Vinyls is going insane.
Yeah, only 14 rounds played right now, and Vinyls has 20 kills. I would say it's not bad at all. Of course, Jacktron also has a 2.0 KD, so both of them really showing up for the team. I would like to see the rest of the team, for both sides really, try and find a bit more value here, but Mask will have that gun advantage heading into this round, but of course, all of those mini weapons here from Ice Fishers are still available and can definitely defend these sites, but Jacktron, the most scary person right now, does have the Phantom, but won't be able to find Volcarona. A critical live there from that Sova.
Yeah, no, it looks like they want to try and make some pressure B and go back towards A, but they definitely didn't pull any rotates, and there's 2 people mid right now. It would be the Neon and the Fade. Let's see what they can do here.
Captain's in a great position to capitalize here, but unfortunately has the utility out. Won't be able to find a pick, and Vinyls whiffs on the first one. Makes it a 3 versus 5, and Mask have a huge advantage now for the rest of this round. Aberrate gonna look to potentially find his ones, but Amaterasu is too quick with the look, and this is setting up to be a great round here for Mask. It just leaves Jacktron and Mio, and yes, Jacktron has a weapon, but it is a 1 versus 5, or I guess 2 versus 5, but only 1 Phantom available here for Ice Fishers, and with this easily sightlined Mask play here, it is just so difficult to play.
Yeah, this is, I mean, surely not winnable, right? Have your Omen die to the bomb, or try and look for an exit.
Enemy remaining.
Yeah. As your Vice with the gun, with the only gun saves, of course.
Right, and though from Mask, that really helps them out overall. They're able to keep all their weapons. I mean, we've seen this before where this happened and things got a bit spooky the next round after, but for now, it is going to make this 9-6, makes things incredibly interesting heading into the next one. Who will be able to find these picks, though, will be the question. I'm really looking at who can find the first blood for either team to really decide this next round.
Yeah, honestly, I'm looking for better lurks from both teams, honestly, but I need a better lurk out of Super, possibly, because when you have a good lurker on this map, you easily win. Especially, no, you also got to take mid as well, but we haven't seen a whole lot of mid action now.
The most mid action we have seen is really just Vinyls keeping in it, but since they're on defense now, really has not seen too much until Lilac gonna take a link here completely for free. Of course, there is that Viper Orb to just be a bit of annoyance, but for now, this is gonna be an interesting ace side. Jacktron trades out with Super there, so Volcarona and Jacktron will fall to begin this round. 4 versus 4. Aberrate's still on the site, doesn't have the most help in the world. Just Mio and Aberrate, though, will be able to find the picks anyway. And that makes it a 2 versus 4, make it 2 versus 3. Amaterasu able to find one of their own, but is it going to be enough? They're stuck now in elbow in a wild of hurt, in a wild of scares. You really have to find your way out of it, and I think they want to potentially just run through the defender spawn, but we'll see what they ultimately decide to do. They're actually pushing out. They're looking for the fight here. Aberrate has to be a bit careful. Will find one. Gets traded right back. Amaterasu, though, does not know about Mio hiding right behind the box. A great round here for Ice Fishers.
Yeah, no. It's just... It looks kind of like they don't want to push, but they do at the same time. It's like some people on their team want to push and some people don't. It's very stifled and it doesn't look as good as Ice Fishers, as they were just running it down to the team.
Yeah, Yeah, and we'll see if they can get cleaned up. Of course, Ness can still buy into this next round. The ultimate slowly will come up eventually, but the only one available is going to be Vinos' Overdrive. Couldn't find anything last time, but the first one was, of course, very memorable. Just as memorable as Jacktron, able to find Lilac, running it down, and gives Icefishers an advantage to start this one. Volcarona inserts themselves up in A lane. His captain able to find Baby Daniel, and Volcarona won't be able to find the pick. Nice kill there from Vinyls, and that is a tragic loss for Matt as they're on track to lose this round. But of course, Super makes things slightly more interesting with how good Amaterasu has been in the last couple. I would say this is very winnable here.
Yeah, no. Oh man, they just gave up the pick mid. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Here we go. Indeed, Vinyls with a beautiful waste of an overdrive, but whatever. At the end of the day, Captain finds a double. It is going to be 11-6 here for Ice Fishers. 5 HP on fade, but stays alive anyway. I mean, hey, if you're not going to use overdrive this half, why not just use it for the funny?
Yeah, no, I mean, if you're 21-9, you do whatever the fuck you want, I guess. I mean, you are owning MVSK, and it looks like they're gonna try and do maybe an ace split here. So that'll be pretty fun to watch, as Lilac's been just running it down.
I mean, yeah, we need to see them try and clean it up a bit. Of course, we've seen them win in Eco before, so there is that type of possibility, and Vinyls will be the one that kind of gets them if they do fall, and will be the first one to do so. As I say, and Lilac finds Captain through the smoke, and now in a 3 versus 5, once again, Ice Fishers give Mask a time to shine. With them spotting out 2 players, though, they're just going to head towards the A site. Meow's in a world of hurt. Will be able to find the first. The bomb will drop, gets the smoke down. I'm not sure about that placement, though, and that's going to make them have to play their life. Will Matthew ability to fight this out? They will not. Mio finds a double. Can you find any more? No, Lilac will pick up their triple on this round, but it's a 2 versus 2. It's still very playable now for Ice Fishers, but Lilac Overdrive is available.
Yeah, let's just hope Lilac doesn't use the overdrive and not get any value with it this time. That was a crazy play from the Omen.
Oh, Materasu tucked in, Vice on Vice combat. No, you turned away at the wrong time! And now it's all up to Lilac. Needs an ace to win this one, and will fall. Jacktron too clean with it as Amaterasu stares at a wall too long.
Oh, I mean, they gave 2 ones instead of playing together on the post. It was just bound to happen. I mean, both teams gave the ones. If one team would have played like a 2-man, then it would have been a lot more cleaner. Or maybe MVSK would have won that round.
They just baited themselves and they're using utility, and every time you do that, you force your team now into match point. That would have been a wall and a half right there for Jackson. But yeah, 4 ultimates in the hands of Mask, potentially 5, 3 in the hands of Ice Fishers. It is all or nothing right now for the wild cards in this map. Of course, it is the Ice Fishers map. The next map we'll be heading to is Mask's pick of Haven. So we'll see if everything does look to go. Meal really questioning how this can potentially conceive, as Super finds a lot of damage on the Mio. Meal won't be able to find some super clutch kills to start us off this time, and we'll see what Mask decides to do. Is it's going to be 5 players hitting the site.
Yeah, no, I kind of like this approach, contacting, because you know that they have no info on the other side. So it's a great play from MVSK. See what they can do off of it.
They're all 4 of them are tucked in the elbow. The only one not there is going to be Baby Daniel, the top frag of the team, as Mio is going to be able to get out of dodge. What will the rest of the players do? This is a Nightfall lined up for Captain. This is going to hit. It's going to hit hard. It's 4 players, I believe. Many ultimates use. Steel Garden uses as well. Final finds a double. Won't be able to find another. Baby Daniel finds a double of their own. It's a 3 versus 3 now. 2 players stuck in elbow. The other one on site. Super very late. Or sorry, not super. Aberrate very late to this one as Baby Daniel has a triple on the round. Mio very low HP. Teleports behind. Can you find the potential pick? No. Will be cut off. Aberrated. in a 1 versus 3, make it a 1 versus 2. Volcarona and Lilac should be able to find this one. Can they do it though? They hear the gunshots. And Lilac finishes off this round. Won't be the end of this one just yet. A nice round here from Baby Daniel and the rest.
Oh man, I mean they're just stalling the inevitable. I mean, I think Ice Fishers still take it home after that, because Vinyl and Jacktron look unstoppable right now. And I mean, we'll see what happens here. It looks like they're gonna do a mid split maybe again. Or
I
maybe
will
just
say
some
though,
mid-pressure.
3 ultimates used in that round for Ice Fishers, 0 used for Mask. They have every single ultimate available in this next round. It is still very playable, but at the same time, you have to use these ultimates correctly. Like, they are just not a free win. You have to make sure you are playing to your very best, and with this gun round here from Ice Fishers, they are still a huge threat for them as Mask continuously playing so slow in this one. And Ice Fishers, they want to push the initiative. This could get a bit dicey here. Vinyls, you are in a land for who can have the right shots here. Volcarona will be able to find the kill on the Vinyls, and that completely starts this round for Mask. They can take this A's site. Captain in a bit of a weird spot as well. Mio gonna try and play contact, just try to annoy these players. The paranoia will hit, but Captain can't find the kill, and Mask are taking over this site. The Omen is in trouble. Will be able to find one, can't find anything else, and now in a 2 versus 4, Mask are continuing their dominance in the last 2 rounds. Can they close it out now is going to be the question. Jacktron still alive, but will now need to find 4 to win this round. Amaterasu with the bomb.
Spike planted.
Can they find this end? Can they find Jacktron, the most resilient player in this one? Will they be able to find the kill? Corona tucked in onto the box will make things extremely hard for this Vice. They spot out where Jacktron is, and it is surely over here. Doesn't get spotted. Volcarona with a triple.
Yeah, that was great post-plan positions from MVSK. I mean, when you're in a 1v3, you just gotta play discipline like that, and that was perfect from them. A team wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, and we're also going to see an eco from the side of Ice Fishers here. The first one in quite a while. And once again, Mask, they didn't use a single ultimate in that last round. They just kind of brute force, and they're waiting for Ice Fishers to throw the rounds into them. And that looked very good for them overall as Ice Fishers. They really want to lock up this first map, but it is getting harder and harder. The more time that goes on, Mask are able to get the momentum, get that courage, and get that gunplay. And right now, Ice Fishers, they're kind of losing the plot right now.
Yeah, no, I mean MVSK are doing really well on bringing it back, but Valorant is a momentum game. Let's see what MVSK can do with this momentum that they have. Oh, and it looks like they took a timeout, probably just yelling at the team, being like, "Yo, let's stop throwing these rounds." Just
that might help. Remember, this map should be over right now, but with Ice Fishers throwing those 2 rounds in that first half, it has made things extremely interesting, and it allows Mask to get back into this. It allows Mask to really be able to play into this, but hey, we will see how everything will be set and done overall. Mask are looking to do an B-mid split here. Will it work out for them? Because they are going to be having some fun friends up through mid as Ice Fishers are looking to push that place once again. Have to be careful here. Oh, will be able to find Mio on that teleport as well. A lot of HP gone for Vinyls already, and should most likely fall. The stun hits himself, and things are just not going their way. Super and Lilac have the kills in this round. 800 Fury used again, a bit questionable, as Captain will trade out with Super. 2 versus 4, but look at Aberrate here, still with the Bucky. This drone, though, will probably end things. Actually, we'll just go past, so Aberrate should be able to find at least 1 pick, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. We'll be able to find 2, but Super in a great position to capitalize. 12-9 is this game.
This is why we clear our corners. Oh my goodness. As you see, Aberrated with the shotgun sitting in the corner. Gets 2, pretty valuable. That's good damage. Unfortunately, MVSK will have enough money to buy it again. So, let's see what they can do on the first round.
Yeah, I mean, this could potentially not be all or nothing, but this will make things extremely interesting. If we don't see the old Ice Fishers come out here. Of course, Aberrate will have that Viper's Pit available for this round, but Lilac actually popping this overdrive. The stun hits, the paranoia misses, so we'll stop that one for now. So no overdrive value will be found, but it is all a fake anyway. They're heading towards the B site. Aberrate did not pop that Viper's Pit, so we'll just be rawing this one here, trying to defend it as they know where this hit is coming from. The bomb is going down. Can they find us? As Baby Daniel actually teleports up to heaven. That's a huge play, but on the other side of the map, Vinyl finally able to pick off Lilac in a 4 versus 4. Viper's Pit used here for super. Makes things extremely interesting, and can they find this one? Is Captain on the site? Not expecting it at all. Baby Daniel making this a 3 versus 4. The drone slowly going to come out. Won't be able to spot Captain, unfortunately, and didn't even look for him anyway. This slowly has to rotate. The Steel Garden comes out here. The time running out for Ice Fishers. They have to go now. Can they find the pick? Volcarona makes it a 3 versus 3. Finals pushing the site. Can't be able to find it. A very nice round here from Mask. It is all over. It's 12 to 10.
Oh my goodness. That was a beautiful fake from MVSK down mid with Lilac going solo. I mean, they bit on it so hard. There's 3 people stacked towards the A, and then obviously the 2 people on B couldn't hold down against 4 people.
Yeah, and now it's 4 rounds in a row, looking down the barrel of 5 for Mask. Another eco coming out from Ice Fishers. They're going to have 4 sheriffs. They're going to have a Bucky. I am not sure what they will ultimately be able to do, but I just keep getting reminded back of when they had that one round just completely for free. They had Jacktron on the flank in the Viper's Pit, and they could have had that spike down into 2 versus 4, but they ran out of time running to A. I wonder how everything again. Karma comes back and hurts them there. Jacktron will be spotted out here. Has a Bucky available. Will miss that first shot, so Lilac won't get punished. And we'll have to push back even further because Baby Daniel committed that from the shadows. What does Jacktron do with this Bucky? Because they're not out of this yet. They actually still have to get onto the site, or they can just let the push. The pings are coming out to go towards B. Jacktron pushes out, won't be able to find a pick. The snake bite is quite annoying. Overdrive for Windows. Wins this map. Amaterasu pushing it out.
Oh my god!
Somehow Mask stay alive in this one. So close. Ice Fishers get a thrifty, but it is stifled by this Vice.
Vinyls with the beautiful ult there. Oh my gosh. Somehow MVSK trade out Vinyls in the what is that ult called, bro? Fuck. Overdrive. In the neon ult. Overdrive, yes. They trade out the overdrive, bro, and somehow win out that round while he's low. That is so crazy to me. They should have won right there. Oh my god, good shit, MVSK.
Amaterasu just so stagnant there, able to find that triple kill. It was a 1 versus 3. Yes, it was for a brief moment, but finding all 3 of those picks while being so low in HP, while getting pressured so hard, I mean, that's exactly what Mask need to get into this. Of course, a lot of ultimates used now. Ice Fishers have that ultimate advantage. Jacktron has to be careful on this site, though. Volcarona, once again, gonna use that ultimate, and this time, Jacktron able to find Lilac and Matt. They had a clutch of a round last time around, but this time, the player advantage is gonna be in Ice Fishers' hands.
Yeah, no, that pick was so huge onto the neon. I mean, you're taking out their entry there, so obviously now they're going to look to default a bit more and try to play through mid, which we have Mio here.
Mio, very good in their last series right now, has been more of that support player. Will you get caught your util as this jump peak is going to be really known super? Will be able to spot Owen is down. Volcarona able to find Captain as well. That's huge. The site is complete for free, but Jacktron playing so clean. Can you find the second? No super. Able to find that pick, and they have the player advantage once again. That will once give Mask a chance in this game and tie this up and make us go to overtime. 3 players on the site. Aberrate has the Viper's Pit as it's about to go down now. What will these 2 players be able to do? Baby Daniel, Volcarona, and Super. 2 of them playing on site for the most part. Baby Daniel is going to be looking for this fight potentially. Volcarona, can you find this one? Will get taken up by Vinyl. Finals, will you be able to find the rest with your teammate trading off of you? Baby didn't fall. It's Super versus Aberrated. It is 1-on-1.
No way!
And Aberrated wins this map for Ice Fishers. Mask so close to greatness, but it's 1-0 for us.
Oh my gosh, no way that Ice Fishers won that round. 2v3, they have the post plant. I mean, MVSK just sold there with their post plant. Oh my gosh.
Taking too many one-on-ones there will hurt you when when Vinyls is alive. Didn't get up to 30 kills in that one, but might as well have. Jacktron and Vinyls there. Huge performances for Ice Fishers and really brought that along the cross line. I mean, overall, that's exactly what Ice Fishers need, and they'll need it in the next map of Haven as well, as we'll be right back in just a few minutes for that one.
I don't wanna talk right now. I just wanna smoke my weed, get high. I'm getting lost right now. I feel my head is somewhere in the sky. I'm in my thoughts right now. Juggling all of this shit in my mind. Yeah, I'm getting sauce right now. Please, baby, don't fuck up my vibe. I don't wanna talk right now. I just wanna smoke my weed, get high. I'm getting lost right now. I feel my head is somewhere in the sky. Yeah, I'm in my thoughts right now. Juggling all of this shit in my mind. Yeah, I'm getting sauce right now. Please, baby, don't fuck up my vibe. never again, girl. Love is for real, I know it's not pretend. I want you with me to the end. You could be my wife, we could build a life. We could come together, make the wrong things right. Please open your eyes, we could win the prize. Naturally loving you Hawaiian style, Hawaiian girl. It's only natural for me. Feel this way about you. You're the world's most beautiful girl. It's only natural for me. Be so protective about you. Oh, my sweet Hawaiian girl. It's only natural for me. Feel this way about you. You're the world's most beautiful girl. It's only natural for me. Be so protective about you. Oh, my sweet Hawaiian girl. You are so beautiful to me, to me.
Yeah. Fair enough. These niggas is playing Russian roulette with a full clip. Foolish, my crew is foolish. Now we don't dance, all we do is stay 2 steps ahead. Make the hoes get loose like a noose neck instead. While these dudes beg for head, they got the game twisted. Heavy traffic in this rap shit, look how my lane shifted. Elevated my game, lifted my name. Now these lame niggas could never get it. Like that bad bitch you wanted but could never hit it. Clever with it, my flow like the devil spit it and heaven sent it. So high if I drop, I would fall for 11 minutes. So yeah, I operate on a higher plane. My thoughts take a higher train. It's dope, then you should know the supplier's name is J. Cole. Set of horns and a halo. And all these hoes, they can say goes. Wanna text us like Waco. Hard to remain faithful. Niggas be throwing hate, yo, I'm in a league of my own. So what the fuck would I play for? Some next niggas almost slid in, but didn't fit in. Nah, I ain't Maury Povich, but who the fuck is you kidding? These big wig niggas throwing they bid in. Try not to show stress, I guess the flow is protested like a sit-in. I told my niggas we would get in, but that ain't even half the battle. Stay behind like a shadow or you catapult. Now if I had a ladder or now even if I had a rope, I climb that motherfucker to the top and never let it go. Yeah. I'm out for presidents to represent me, nigga. I'm out for presidents to represent me. Yeah, I'm out for dead fucking presidents to represent me. Warm up. Yeah, warm up. Yeah, warm up. This is the warm up. Hey, look, heaven or hell, you choose. Freedom or jail, you lose. I can't stop them as hot as the devil's shoes. Overcame a low life status to blow like Gladys. Ahead of my time, like I live my whole life backwards. I'm nothing like these whole life rappers. I choose me.
Welcome back to Boba Bash playoffs. Welcome back to semifinals. In the last map, we saw Ice Fishers really looking to take away that last map as Mass slowly crept back, but unfortunately just couldn't get it done past the finish line. It was a 13-11 map win on Ice Fishers' map of Corrode. As now we head to Haven, which will be Mask's map pick as they're looking to fight right back here, and they'll be starting on attack on Rhodes, joined with Cringeon and Fossey. Going to be observing this game. Cringeon, you were able to watch quite a bit of that last game. What are your thoughts?
Honestly, I mean, Ice Fishers, they were about to win from the beginning. Everyone saw it, but then Mask coming in with that comeback. I just felt like it was possible we were going to go to OT, but I'm glad that Ice Fishers was able to close it out before it got worse. That was very close. But looking at this Haven comp here, I see, oh my gosh, Neon on one side, Yoru on the other. This is going to be crazy.
Yeah, and there's a Chamber Astra here for Super and Baby Daniel. That's going to be quite fun to watch as well. I mean, it is definitely different than what you normally see on Have. I know people like to experiment and whatnot, so I really like just a different variation overall and what Mask is going to be bringing in on the other side. It is going to be kind of basic. We got that KJ, the Neon, the Sova, the Omen, the Viper. Ooh, spooky. But yeah, I am very interested to see what this double Sentinel composition will do against this double controller, and the double controller, or sorry, the double Sentinel will be starting off on attack. So I guess the value will be slightly lost for now, but either way, I'm very intrigued.
I mean, starting off on attack, 3 site maps. Usually, you have to default, get some information, spread your play around the map just for a little bit, and having that extra confidence that you have 2 sentinels to hold your flanks. I'm sure it'll be okay. I'm sure they know what they're doing. I think if they pick this comp, I'm sure they know how to work around it.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. And in the last map, something that's kind of interesting, in 24 rounds, Vinyls participated in either the first death or the first blood 15 times. So I'm very intrigued to see if Vinyls can have that same type of death or kill participation heading into this next one. Finished 29-16-1, but I mean, when 8 kills for first kill, 7 deaths for first death, I mean, just had so much impact in general in that last map, and playing the Neon again, I wonder if they can find that same value on this 3-player map.
Yep, then we're looking now. It looks like all of the attack side MVSK, they're going towards C, and there's only a KJ holding this down for Ice Fishers.
Yeah, and that Nano Swarm is going to fall as well. A bit of damage is going to be done by that Shock Dart, and Jacktron stuck in the smoke. What can he potentially find? The Ghost will find no shot onto Jacktron just yet. Will get a bit of help, and Vinyl's able to find the first on this one. Aberrated with the trade, and the kills are going Ice Fisher's way. Be careful here, Sova, because it is all now left to Baby Daniel. The lone player once again spots one, will be able to get the jump up without being spotted, so there is a chance for this. The Headhunter has to be clean here. Only 2 bullets will make things slightly more interesting. The high-low will finish it off. Captain finds that pick, and it is another pistol round here for Ice Fishers. That's 3.
That is amazing, and I just want to shout out the only person who died on Ice Fisher's Mio. Yeah, they died, but that smoke that they put onto site that allowed the team to flood in and take back site really helped their case here, because Jacktron was able to stay on site and hide in the smoke and not get hit, barely get hit, and stay alive to help just murder MVSK on their exec.
Yeah, and this is where things get a bit spicy here. We're gonna get 5 spots. It's probably going through Garage. Once again, Jacktron gonna have a bit of friends coming towards them. The Outlaw gonna be put in the hands of Vinyls. Intrigued to see how much value you can get from that. In the meantime, Baby Daniel and the rest of the team gonna be looking to hit this B site. Aberrate doesn't have the best of guns to really combat this, but Captain will be able to find the first blood. A lot of damage being done. Mio finds a quadra kill, and it is a flawless round for this team. And even Amaterasu's in awe of what just happened.
That was crazy. Mio, I know I talked about you dying, and you showed yourself right there, getting that 4K, holding it down. And you know, when you're on attack and you're low on funds, you're low on guns, the best thing you can do is stick together. And MVSK did what they needed to and did their best. But kind of shoving yourself into that one way on B, that one choke point, it kind of screws you over when you're getting pinched from 2 different directions.
It's funny how different that round could have been if they went to the opposite side, but they picked the wrong one. They picked the one where the guns were laying down the law, and it just did not go their way. But now that the weapons are in their hands, this is where the game gets interesting. Captain looking for a flank in their spawn. Will you be able to find the chamber? This will be very interesting, as this A-hit will also be happening very soon. A lot of different things happening as Vinyl is able to find both Corona, spots another player, and that will get one of the only players without a shield. And a kill from Captain will make this a 5 versus 2, because Vinyls with another pick. Lilac making things interesting, able to find one of their own, but Vinyls says good night to Lilac there. It's a triple on the round. The Outlaw finds as much value as you really want. That's a bonus for Ice Fishers.
Yeah, that was a great bonus. Captain taking up that space on B, no fucks given. I mean, I don't think the hold from MVSK is working out on their attack. Maybe it's because they have two sentinels that aren't really holding it down on that lurk. I guess the wall didn't work out, the trip didn't work out. I mean, they need to figure this out and get that information because that space at B window is hurting them.
Yeah, what hurt them here is this might hurt them here as well because Vinyls. Oh, will get shot behind the chamber, but no kill. Unfortunately, the timing there with the utility does not hit. It's going to be an A hit here potentially here for Mask as they're looking to push forward. A lot of utility they can use to spot out Mio, but Vinyls once again with the first blood. Mio will find the kill anyway. Finds the double. Will be Vinyls. Will fall eventually, but Mio picks up a double of their own. Amaterasu needs a hope and a prayer for this round, but it is a house of cards, a full house for Mio and Vinyls.
Holy crap, these rounds are quick. So fast, one after the other. They're just either running it down and trying to exec as a team and getting like completely annihilated. Honestly, that's the only thing that's happening here. I feel like they need to maybe slow down their attack because Ice Fishers is really playing this well on their defense half.
Some note too, every single one of these Ice Fishers players have one death now. They're just kind of playing as a team. They're playing smart, and with Mio and Vinyls being 8 and 7 and 1 right now, just not a good start here for Mass that they wanted. They have rifles coming into this round. Lilac has that dimensional drift available, as Vinyls has an overdrive. So two very good ultimates for both of these duelists who can find the 1-2 success as a slow push here from Mass heading towards that.
Yeah, and it's looking like Vice now is the one going to be lurking this time. And honestly, since Ice Fishers didn't take that space up B, maybe this will help MVSK's case because now look at all the space that MVSK has, and Ice Fishers just has a lot of gaps in their defense.
Yeah, they'll just rotate it right back. Of course, Mio does have that from the shadows they use if they want to teleport on the C site as that is coming now. Jacktron here hitting behind the box. Will you get spotted out? Will get spotted by Volcarona, but finds a pick anyway. Barely shoots over the head of Super. They'll make it a 1-for-1 for now. Vinyl's able to find another pick though. Maybe Daniel will find one of their own. Super and Vinyl's got a double from Vinyl. The overdrive will be used. But do you know where Materasu is? Can you spot one of the players? Vinyls will find you, but it won't find the kill. Mio now in this box. Can you pick no Materasu with the clutch? It gives Mass some life in this map.
Yes, that was a clean timing on Amaterasu. Waited in garage for the longest time. All of their teammates got killed on site, but luckily they were able to close it out. And Vinyl, the Neon with that overdrive was a little bit of an overcook. I mean, did you really have to do that? Were you feeling yourself that much? I mean, you did that last game and it
I was gonna say,
It was just a
it
wait.
last game was the same thing.
Now we win.
you just have okay.
Yeah, probably definitely would have won that bet, or could have won that bit better with the regular rifle, but yeah, definitely a bit of an overcook. Either way, I mean, Ice Fishers making that extremely close, forcing a low buy here for Mass once again. We'll see if they can look to fight it. Ice Fishers have so much money that they don't even care about that last round in general, but it does stack up eventually. Ultimate slowly starting to come up for Mask as well here. They definitely have quite a bit of opportunities to play into this. It's going to be a garage hit for now. Joshua has to be careful. Won't be able to find Super. Just a lot of damage and a lot of players. The wall isn't as good as Apparated would like, but he's not going to be found upon. The trigger discipline is beautiful. We'll be able to find 3, 5, 4 defeated. Great trigger discipline, and they win this round.
Ice Fishers. I think they did the same thing on Viper last map. Oh my gosh, this Viper, shout out to a Viper agent player. Those little crevices with the Viper walls that you can make however you want, you can hide in them. And whenever the enemy team is trying to clear you out, I don't know, you just feel safe. I feel like that gives Vipers confidence to play a bit more risky, and that's what happened there, getting himself 4K from Aberrated.
Yeah, I feel like that wall as well actually was misplaced by him. I think he wanted a bit more space. That's why we saw him take a bit more of a forward position. But the drone, either way, didn't spot it, so they just kind of walked past, and Lilac just had no idea that was happening. Either way, a great play from Aberrated. Absolutely fantastic. And it makes it 5-1. It forces Mask back onto an eco, and now we'll see what Mio is going to do here in Garage as they wait, as once again, Mask, they don't know exactly where they want to go, and they're just trying to pull rotates.
Yeah, and since they have no guns, they're sticking together. Ice Fishers holding it down like they normally do with guns. Sometimes they get a little frisky, fight up, get their information, and try and play their one since they have the gun, but they're playing a bit smart now. I like what's happening here from both teams.
They're looking to potentially attack the site. Jacktron all alone for now. Look at some help. The Hunter's Fury will come through. Eventually will die. No picks the Hunter's Fury just yet. Just a lot of dodges. And that makes things slightly more interesting. They have this site for free. It is a 4v4. Super did fall. But what else does eventually come down here? Vinyls playing in this type of position. Will be able to spot one. Won't be able to find a pick just yet. The player behind two players behind box. Vinyls gets away their life, but this round again should be good here for Ice Fishers. Baby Daniel has to be clutch in this one. Won't be able to find an extra pick. Volcarona has a Hunter's Fury of their own, but the time is just not down enough. It is just so difficult to do this one, and Aberrated find the triple on the round. I mean, that is now 7 kills in the last 2 rounds here for Aberrated.
Well, that's so unfortunate. I mean, Volcarona, I feel like that was not the play there when you didn't have the guns. You were low on HP. It was a risk that you took, and it didn't work out because your teammates weren't able to make that time for you when they were on site trying to fight. I feel like if his teammates just made more time for him, it would have worked out, but there was way too much time on Ice Fisher's hands, and they could have played that however they wanted to. And we're looking here at a default from MVSK, so we'll see what they can do here with their guns this round.
Yeah, Baby Daniel's going to take a chunk of damage to start this one off. The Viper's Pit will be used on the seaside. Dimensional Drift, though, is used to really stifle them out, but I don't think the Yoru can stay in this position for long. Jacktron finds the first blood. Amaterasu will get the trade, and what is this Astra doing? So far pushed up, and is going to fall. The bomb will drop. Captain finds a shock dart kill, and Mask have a bit of a brain fart of a round, and is now in extreme trouble. In order for them to get that bomb, they have to go all the way up through that Viper's Pit, and you do not want to do that.
What a risk that MVSK just took. Yeah, they used their Yoru ult to clear the site or to clear the pit, but that got them killed. 3 of their players down in that Viper Pit with the bomb. And I feel like there's nothing they can do here besides just go around like what they're doing, but I don't know. There's so much information in Ice Fisher's hands. They're holding everything pretty well.
Yeah, this is just extremely hard
30
to win
seconds.
the finals. We'll
One
be able to
enemy
find that
remaining.
pick onto Amaterasu, and Lilac gonna need a flower of a round right here to really do anything. And I believe they did get spotted, so they just know we'll be spotted out. We'll find one, but I mean, there's nothing you can do in this round. Neo will be in your waiting arms on this rotate. Just a beautiful round here. It's 7-1. This is looking extremely good for Ice Fishers, and they're looking to continue to be that undefeated menaces that they were in the regular season.
And shout out to Vinyls again with the 12 KDA, 12 and 4 KDA. That's a what 3?
That is how that math works, yes.
Yep. Sorry. You know, I'm
Americans.
gonna become a math education teacher.
Are you?
I am. I was just making sure you knew.
Oh, you're right. You know, the Canadian schools aren't that good these days, you know? I have no idea how to do 12 divided by 4. It clearly equals 2, you know?
I think I need to do a little teaching here. Anyway, but Ice Fisher's Meal as well, 9 and 3, also with a pretty decent KDA. But
What is
when
that?
you're looking at,
What's the KD?
you tell me, Rhodes.
It's 4.
Good job. Yeah, you're so right. You're so smart. You know what? I'm just gonna let you have that, even though you should. I don't know what's going on with you. Oh my gosh, that is not. You
This is a great analytics time for this timeout. It's amazing.
Yeah, we're showing you guys how analytics works, guys. Are we really showing you how it works or how it doesn't work? Because I don't know. We're saying the wrong thing at the wrong time.
Well, I'm an idiot. I'm a Flames fan, so I'm just an idiot in general. So, but yeah, we're gonna start this next round. Mask, they're on an eco again. They have some ultimates to use. They're in trouble. They need help. They need a prayer. They need someone to coddle them because it is 5 weapons of Ice Fishers looking to potentially secure another round. It's 7-1. What can Jackson do? On this site, the teleport from Lilac will go backside. Won't have help so far. Might get a bit distracted. Jacktron will be able to find that opening blood. Will be able to find a second because why not? Goes for a third. Amaterasu will be able to stifle it, but is a 4 versus 3. The bomb finally about to be planted, and they're right back to where they were before in a load of trouble and a load of hurt. 2 stingers in the hands of these players. A sheriff for super as well. Gonna need to hit your shots cleanly. Need to hit your shots beautifully because this is not looking good. The paranoia though, maybe things a bit more interesting than Mio might take anyway. The trade coming out. The 2 versus 1. Volcarona needs to have a clutch of a lifetime. 13 HP, but Aberrated denies it.
You know, I mean, it was a good eco. They got a lot of people down. They got the plant down. That's a lot of money for them, but look at the score. Ice Fishers 8, MVSK 1. I really don't think that it's going to be easy for them to come back from this.
Really happy you can read those numbers. It was really scaring me that you might not be able to.
Oh my gosh, I can read numbers, I can divide numbers, I can do a lot with numbers, Rhodes. Okay.
I love me some numbers. Just like how we're gonna see at least 5 people die in this next round here, Mask. they need to do something about what IF is doing in this game. I mean, they have that 4 to force, they have that steel guard available, but they just are never in a position to use it. And with this potential mid hit, maybe C, depending on how the utility ultimately does fly. I mean, that C site is very susceptible to that steel guard ultimately, but look at Jacktron in this positioning here. Here's the jump up, but won't be able to see the player just yet. Is in such a wild position. Actually jumps forward out. Will you be able to find the pick? Materasu just spot him out. Won't be able to find the kill just yet. Will you be able to survive? It seems like they will, as Mask are rotating again. But Amio able to find one down through mid. Materasu is for the fight now. The trades will come through. It's a 2 for 2 for now, but Baby Daniel able to find Jacktron. And this is a potential down now for Mask. They're going towards A, and it is completely for free for now.
Ice Fishers, honestly, they have been playing in very risky positions. They're holding down the site in the positions that they started in, and it's
30 seconds left.
It's very risky, and it works out in their favor for the most part.
Final, they are not expecting this whatsoever. Midle could go for a huge one here. We'll be able to find one. The stun will not hit anybody just yet. The smoke comes down, and the whiff will come through, meaning Aberrated is now in a 1 versus 2. Materasu and Baby Daniel has all the utility they need to really finish this one out, but they have no idea where Aberrated might be and puts themselves in a bad position. What are we doing? Baby Daniel runs straight into Aberrated, and that is going to make this 9-1. A misplay here from Mask will potentially mean their doom.
I mean, they were looking at the flank because Aberrated triggered the chamber trip, so they were like, oh yeah, they have to be going flank. But with how much time that Aberrated had to rotate and being able to go through spawn, I feel like that really fucked up Mask's plan, and they're feeling that Aberrated was gonna be flank. And then with Baby Daniel running towards the Viper, maybe they assumed Viper was long, I don't know.
Maybe Baby Daniel just wanted to give Aberrated a hug, because that's what it seems like right there. Baby Daniel that toward a fourth and final to double in this round, finds a triple. This round is completely over. Looking for our first ace of this playoffs here. Can finals find it. The overdrive comes out. We'll trip the wall, but Baby Daniel denies the ace once again. It's another 4K of doom. Alone is this chamber. Jacktron in a perfect position to find this pick. 10-1. is this team. Ice Fishers are taking no prisoners.
What a great half so far from Ice Fishers. Vinos, let me talk to you, man. I feel like that overdrive is not working for you. I think if you just have your gun, for some reason it works out well. You can shoot heads, but when that overdrive comes out, you can it just messes your team up or messes you up a little bit. So maybe you put it away.
Maybe slightly, you know, but hey, if you're not gonna get use of an ultimate, why not just throw it away? As Vinos now with an operator, just to pad the stats at this point. The other duelist is gone. They have no value now, and Mask is in a world of Hunter's Fury again from Volcarona. It's another blind ultimate from Volcarona, and now potentially gonna get caught. What a play here from Captain as Vinos gets their second op kill of this game, and Mask are staring down the barrel of losers right now. I mean, just brilliance so far from Ice Fishers. Mio won't be able to find that final pick, but still absolutely beautiful to start us off, and we'll see how this next round does go, because hey, this is continuously gonna be interesting. Jackson will not be able to find this pick somehow, but I mean, I don't think it matters at this point. It's a 1 versus 3. Super's on 23 HP, has that regen shield for 25, but again, it is once in a blue moon that you can clutch this type of round out. If anyone could do it, I would hope it would be Super, my goat of a co-caster back in the Mask League. Can you find the competitive edge? That's a very interesting dart to really help Finals out clearing the space they already cleared. It's going to be an A retake here from the defense.
Yep, but we're seeing Super doing the only thing they know possible to plant on A, because the rest of the map is held by Ice Fishers.
And there.
Yep. I mean, an 11-1 half, yeah, it's unfortunate for MVSK, especially with their starting on attack with 2 Sentinels. I mean, maybe they can take it back because those 2 Sentinels, especially Vice, can hold down a site or 2 on their own. So we can see what they can do with what they have.
Yeah, and I'm intrigued to see who... I mean, I think I've won every single pistol so far, so this really feels bad for Mask as well. Like, you really want to climb back into this one, but when you still have not been able to find a pistol just far, it is just... yeah, it just feels so bad for them. But we'll see what they can try to accomplish here. It is going to be them on defense. And remember, the defense just won 11-1 in rounds on a 3-site map. That's when you know you're in a bit of the doghouse here. And Ice Fishers, they picked defense on Mask's map too. That just shows the confidence they had. In another situation as well, Mask were the team known for corrode earlier in this season, and with Ice Fishers destroying them on that as well. Well, kind of destroying them, they keep getting back, obviously. It just seems like Ice Fishers just have had this map pool completely in the bag so far.
Yeah, it's looking like Ice Fishers did their research, made sure that they knew exactly how to play, because they're just running in and taking that site easily.
I mean, it is completely for free, and now with this positioning here from a lot of Ice Fishers, I mean, Amaterasu has cleared the angle just got will eventually, but will you expect a second player in Garage will be the question. Of course, they are a bit spamming it out, but maybe in a one look gets the trigger discipline here from Jacktron will be huge. Final finds a double, turn that into a triple. It is match point for Ice Fishers, all 4 pistol rounds in their pockets. Vinyls 22-7-1 with the playoff performance of the season right now, putting it all on the line, and is really showing up.
This is frightening. I mean, Max needs to figure something out. I mean, they have no guns, they have no points on the board besides 1, of course, but is that really enough for them to get this map back with how far of a deficit they're in?
I mean, it is very interesting how good Ice Fishers have been on maps that I believe Mask have been very good on this season. This is not their day whatsoever. It is really shown potentially the skill disparity between them, because Ice Fishers, again, they were known to be in the quote-unquote weaker map, or on the weaker group, and right now they are showing that they were just that strong here. Icebreakers looking to potentially secure this one. Will be able to find a trade 2 for 2. A lot of shots going back and forth, leaving Jacktron now in a 1 versus 2. Can they potentially find this? And Jacktron is just sitting still when the bomb is being defused. So it looks like Icebreakers will not be winning just yet. Mask will pick up the first.
I mean, Mask had 2 people alive. Jacktron was thinking, you know what? It's 12-1. We can spare them a point. So maybe they're just giving them another chance. And that might hurt them in the long run because Mask it still has it. When they... It's not over till it's over, you know?
Retrieving thorn trap.
Yeah, it's over though. It is over.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
It's not over till it's over, Rhodes. Come on.
Yeah, I just yeah, confidence indeed here. I mean, we'll see. You know, Jacktron bought up for. I mean, can just buy into the next round as well. But we'll see what Lilac can do here with this Bucky. We'll try and survive this round potentially. Has Volcarona here with also a Phantom to make things slightly more interesting. But hey, we'll see if they do get to find out. Aberrated with the jump up will fall. They will be able to find a trade. Vinyls will be able to give this team another chance here. Volcarona stunned up though. Vinyls making this extremely interesting. And we will see who can potentially win this next round here. As Amaterasu actually able to find Jacktron as well. Not bad for them. Vinyl's going to continue their dominance potentially. Stuber will fall. Vinyl needs an ace to win this one. Will we finally see it? Baby Daniel, Vinyl picks up the ace for the first time in playoffs. 27-1. An MVP level performance from this Neon. And they're able to win this one out 2-0 and will punch their ticket to winners finals.
What a fucking ending to that map. I mean, yeah, it's a 12-2. I mean, what, an 11-1 half. But that ending with an ace on Vinyls, what he's been waiting for, what he's been wanting, it's finally there.
Yeah, I mean, what a great series that was for them. And I'm very intrigued to see who will potentially get in here for this interview overall. But I mean, that is exactly just what Ice Age need to do. They need to really show themselves out. They really need to show that they are that dominant team from Group A, and that's exactly what they're able to accomplish. A bit of a weak game they had against Paradox, but that is just completely stifled now based off that performance we just saw from Vinyls and just the rest of the team in general.
Yes, and we're going to be getting an interview soon. I'm not sure who yet, so we're going to see who we'd like to do. Okay, we're going to be getting Aberrated in here. So let's bring over Aberrated somehow. Okay. Hello, hello, Aberrated.
Hello.
Congratulations on your guys' win today. How do you feel?
Feeling pretty good. Feeling
I
pretty
can
good.
tell. Yeah. After the Corrode game, you guys were up in a lot of points, and then out of nowhere, MVSK started to, climb their way back. Was your team getting nervous at all? How were you guys thinking in that moment?
It wasn't really nervous. I mean, honestly, we even do it in scrims a lot. Like if we're at match point or close to match point, we just start playing sloppy. And you could even see that in on Haven as well. We got to match point and we lost a round. So like that's just something that we need to work on, but we still won the map. So
How do you feel about your last series compared to this one? Because it felt like against Paradox, you guys were a bit shaky, but this one, it just felt like full dominance. It felt like you guys were actually in control all the time and just felt a lot more comfortable.
yeah, no, last week we didn't get to prac as a full 5 for like 4 out of 5 days. So we were pretty rusty. But like this week we locked in and we yeah, I don't know what else to say. We just locked the hell in.
I mean, fair enough in general. And I mean, you guys just looked really good. And I mean, there's not really much to ask about at this point because that was just a pure dominance performance. So I just want to say congratulations, and I'm very excited to watch you guys in winners finals here.
Thank you.
But thank you everyone for watching this series in particular. We're not done for the day though. We still have Betrayed Ember, the undefeated ex-Rozo team, versus the old team of their organization, Rozo Core, coming up in just a bit.
How much a dollar really costs? The question is detrimental, paralyzed in my thoughts. Parasites in my stomach keep me with a gut feeling, y'all. Gotta see how I'm chilling once I park this luxury car. Hopping out feeling big as Mutombo. 20 on pump 6, Tony Marcellus called me Dumbo. 20 years ago, can't forget. Now I can lend him my ear or two. How to stack these residuals tenfold. The liberal concept that men do. 20 on 6, he didn't hear me. Indigenous African, only spoke Zulu. My American tongue was lyric. Walked out the gas station, a homeless man with a sandy tan complexion. Asked me for 10 rand, stressing about dry land. Deep water, powder blue skies that crack open. A piece of crack that he wanted. I knew he was smoking, he begged and pleaded. Asked me to feed him twice, I didn't believe it. Told him beat it. Contributed money just for his pipe, I couldn't see it. He said, my son, temptation is one thing that I've defeated. Listen to me, I want a single bill from you. Nothing less, nothing more. I told him I didn't have it, then closed my door. Tell me how much a dollar cost. He's staring at me in disbelief. My temper is building. He's staring at me. I grabbed my key. He's staring at me. I started the car, then I tried to leave. But something told me to keep it in park until I could see the reason why he was mad at a stranger. Like I was supposed to save him. Like I'm the reason he homeless and asking me for a favor. He's staring at me. His eyes follow me with no laser. He's staring at me. I noticed that his stare is contagious. Cause now I'm staring back at him, feeling some type of disrespect. If I could throw a bat at him, it'll be aiming at his neck. I never understood someone begging for goods, asking for handouts, taking it if they could. And this particular person just had it down back, staring at me for the longest until he finally asked.